Hi, so here we have Ajaya Docs, where not only which is very much similar to Google Docs, where we can create our own docs, we can edit them, we can import docs as well. This is the dashboard that a user will be shown. Okay, so if a document is creating, so it will be stored in the database as well. The editor is uploading, we can see who is the owner and what is the status. We can also see the activity, we can share it with other users as well. And similarly, we have a complete text editor. Okay, so we can change its style, its font family, we can change its size, we can similarly we can add as a paragraph, we can add as a blog quote, we can add as a code block, we similarly a horizontal line, we can undo all of it, all the major editing information that is required. So this is the first architecture that so I'll start with the architecture. This was the first architecture that I had to build. Custom users, a user would just have a name and an email, and similarly a doc. So our doc will have the content, our doc will have just an id, and our doc will have and similarly this was the first phase that I had in my mind. Okay, so I can create a new doc, I can delete, I can update a doc. That's it for that point. Similarly, on the front end I can import a doc. It can be of a it can be only html or md files, or .txt or docx. Okay, so I am importing the readme.md. It passes through the content and then it stores the content on the database, and we have this complete content now. Okay, so the first milestone was that I had this implementation in my mind, and I implemented this. Later on, I started looking at different users and how document sharing will happen, and how it will be linked. So I first created this stepper, then I worked with share with me. Share with me, I created a similar database, another table in the database, where I would have the document ID and I would have the owner ID and the share person and the IDs of other users with whom they will be shared. So I would fetch the document, I would fetch the user. So for example, the owner is Alice and I have been given view only permission. It can be told I can view the, and similarly I can just view and not change anything into it. And then after that I had a similar thought of adding a version control, so I can see okay who in a for a specific document, who opened it, who worked around it. And then I have some different mock users. So like if I shift to Alice, so my permissions are granted, and I can even look at the activity, it will be updated. Okay, just now. So I can also share it with a single person, I can provide the permissions as well. And similarly, if I want to make it a multi-share, I can just, instead of adding a single person, I can add more. So this is my complete assessment, and I hope that we can hop on to a meeting and I can also explain the complete architecture of this as well. Thank you.